My name is Don Reha. I'm the executive winemaker, and my role is overseeing all of wine production from grape to bottle. Orfila Vineyards and Winery started here in the west end of San Pasqual Valley in Escondido, California in 1994. And we've been here, I guess that's about 16 years now. Events here at the winery are, throughout the year, our biggest ones are probably the Grape Stomp, which is always the end of August, kind of our pre-harvest or start of harvest celebration. A lot of fun. You know, one of the questions I always get asked is, do people still stomp grapes like they did on I Love Lucy? And so it's everybody's opportunity to come out and do that here at the winery. Our wines are distributed mainly here in the San Diego area. We really try and stay small. That's our focus. We don't want to be a big winery and make a lot of wines. We want to make a smaller amount of wine and make high quality wine. So we only distribute it locally here in the San Diego area, and then sell, you know, online to most other states, and just here in the tasting room itself on the property. You know, with wines particularly, it's a very different product that we're making versus most any other product. And by that I mean it's part agriculture, where we're growing a commodity, being fruit. Then we're going through a production process, which may take up to 2 to 2.5 years, where we actually have it in-house and we're responsible for it throughout the aging process and the winemaking process. And then it goes into bottle, where it may be also exposed to aging in the warehouse for another 1 to 2 years before it's actually sold to a consumer. Our business income loss exposure is probably a little bit different from most other products, because of the way our product changes and is aged, and just the process alone that goes through, because we actually have it in our possession for up to 3 or 4 years. The other thing that really affects that is the changing price and the value of that of the material that we actually have that makes our end product. You know, whereas if you were something, for example, like hot sauce and growing peppers to make hot sauce, well, the prices don't really fluctuate on that whole lot, because you know that the price of the hot sauce on the shelf in the grocery store is going to pretty much remain constant. And there's not, you know, you don't have different labels of hot sauce where one's a $2 label, one's a $5 label, and one costs $100. Because of the nature of it, the values do change year to year. And so, you know, values go up and down just as any other agricultural commodity. Well, the price of grapes fluctuates, the price of wine and bulk wine. Typically we have, at any given year, you can find out what the value of our current bulk inventory is by brokers who set an actual price or value at that time based on the type of wine, the appellation of the wine, and the quality of the wine. A Cabernet grape from the Central Valley of California is going to be you know, roughly a third to a fifth of the price of a Cabernet grape in Napa. You know, the things we do in recognizing that we do have a product that changes from point A to point Z and everything in between. We really take all the necessary steps, whether it's the security of the winery itself and how our case goods are guarded, the security of a tank, for example, a tank full of wine with 3,000 gallons of bulk wine in it. Well, you don't want somebody to walk by and open the valve, so we're secure about how that's managed and how those valves are locked. Up to we're secure about in our retail room about how the products are placed, and you know, loss prevention on the retail side, and everything in between. The crops, we do everything in our power to, as we're growing grapes throughout the year, to really take care of that when we have frost warnings, for example, or we're up and out there all night long taking care of that and putting wind and water on the vines so that they don't freeze. And you know, there's so many different steps that we take, because preventing any loss in our business really means maintaining our business in a sense, because if we don't have the product to go forward, well, we've lost our own business.